Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease numerous questions are circulating about Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech. Since she took on the role of Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton, physician, there has been an unsettling atmosphere. And now, the mysterious phone calls she continues to receive have sparked widespread speculation. Whenever she's at her office with John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, or even during a conversation, Grace's phone vibrates, causing a noticeable change in her demeanor. Each time, she appears visibly unsettled. But why? Who is on the other end of the line? And what secrets is she concealing? Let's rewind a little. Grace is overseeing Liam's treatment after his recent brain tumor diagnosis. She proposed an experimental procedure that comes with a staggering cost, $1 million. In the episode aired on July 21st, we witnessed that money being deposited into her account. However, if you noticed her expression, the guilt was unmistakable. This leaves us wondering, what is truly happening? One intriguing theory is this. What if the caller is Reese Buckingham, Wayne Brady, Grace's ex and the father of her daughters, Zoe Buckingham, Kiara Barnes, and Paris Buckingham, Diamond White? We must also consider Reese's questionable history. He was once an OB/GYN who spent time in prison due to one of the most shocking plots in B&B history. He abducted Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, baby and sold her to settle his gambling debts. Here's a brief recap of Reese's misdeeds. Accumulated $200,000 in gambling debts. Loan sharks threatened Zoe's life, switched Hope's baby with a stillborn to create a false tragedy. Reese had Flo Logan, Katrina Bowden, pretend to be the baby's mother to sell the child to Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Missinswood, for adoption. He then settled with the gangsters and gave Flo $50,000 as hush money. Eventually, he was arrested and sentenced, off-screen, for the baby switch scandal. What if Reese is back in Grace's life? Could he have gotten into trouble again and need Grace to help him cover his tracks, financially or in other ways? Or perhaps, Grace is the one in debt this time. Is she gambling like Reese did? And is she being pursued by loan sharks now? This could explain the constant phone calls, her worried expressions, and the urgency to get Liam into costly treatment. That $1 million might not have been used for hospital expenses at all. It could have gone directly into the hands of people we don't know yet, or even people we do. Naturally, there's always a chance that it's not Reese. Perhaps the caller is a completely different person. It's also possible that Grace is being blackmailed by someone, and one of her daughters is in danger abroad. Last we heard about Paris, she was set to marry Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. But we have no idea what happened to Zoe. Is someone keeping her for ransom somewhere? And is Grace too scared to call the police? 4 months now, Grace Buckingham has been lurking on the edges of several bold and beautiful storylines, always hovering close to drama, but never quite diving in. That's about to change. In upcoming episodes, Grace receives a cryptic phone call that sends her spiraling into secrecy and suspicion. And the voice on the other end? It may just be her scandalous ex, Dr. Reese Buckingham, back from prison, or the shadows. As Grace begins to unravel emotionally and professionally, Luna becomes suspicious, Zendy grows defensive, and Finn, ever the protector, wants answers. But if Reese is back in lay, what does he want? Money? Forgiveness? Or is he after something more dangerous, like redemption? Brace yourself, B&B fans, because this spoiler-packed preview uncovers betrayal, manipulation, and a long overdue reckoning for the Buckingham family. Mo and Day, Gracie is sister NGBHAVIUR, SPRHS, HUESTIONs. It starts subtly. Grace arrives at Forrester Creations to consult on a wellness segment for the fashion house's social media platform. She's radiant but distracted. She barely acknowledges Carter, brushes past Ridge, And when Paris offers to grab coffee, Grace snaps, "I'll get my own." Odd. In the background, she keeps checking her phone, declining calls and muting texts. Later, Luna tries to talk to her mother about Zend, who's grown colder since the drugging incident. But Grace isn't present. She fidgets, distracted, and finally murmurs, "There are things I have to handle, things you don't need to worry about." But Luna does worry. And when she catches Grace in a tense, hushed phone call, whispering, "No, you shouldn't be calling me here," her curiosity skyrockets. TUESDAI. Luna confides in Finn, "My mom's hiding something." Luna runs into Finn at Il Giardino. With so much drama swirling around her, she confides in him, trusting his medical background and calm presence. "My mom's been acting weird. She keeps talking about mistakes, about someone who's back, and she's scared." Finn, who's recently begun questioning all the Buckinghams thanks to the Logan paternity deception saga, listens carefully. "Do you think this has anything to do with your father?" he asks cautiously. Luna shrugs. "I don't know who my father is. She never told me. But I think whoever this is, they know her, and they're threatening her." Finn's mind flashes back to Reese Buckingham, the disgraced doctor who stole Hope's baby and sold her to Steffi. He narrows his eyes. Could it be? Is Reese out of prison? He decides to find out. WDNESDA. Finn NVESDIGATES. And you into Te Lilor. Finn heads to the hospital and pulls some strings to gain access to prison records. Reese Buckingham, according to official logs, was released on parole 6 months ago and listed Nevada as his location. But there's a redacted line beneath that note. Something doesn't add up. Just as Finn is poring over the documents, he bumps into Taylor. She's been visiting a former colleague and notices Finn's troubled expression. "What's wrong?" she asks gently. Finn hesitates but finally explains. "I think Reese might be back, and if that's true, Luna and Grace could be in danger." Taylor stiffens. She remembers everything about the Beth/Food baby switch. "If Reese is back, we need to protect Luna, and we need to figure out what he wants. He doesn't do anything without a scheme." TGURSDAI. Grace sees imitis at heritialidiar, and eights woarasi den she feared. Grace's paranoia peaks. She arranges a secret meeting at an abandoned clinic on the edge of town. She checks her surroundings twice before slipping inside. The air is stale, the lights flicker, and then, emerging from the shadows, is Dr. Reese Buckingham, thinner, more desperate, but just as smooth. "Hello, Grace." Her face twists. "I told you never to contact me again." "I know," he says with a smirk. "But you owe me." Grace slaps him. "You owe the world. You owe our daughter. You're a disgrace." But Reese doesn't flinch. "I took the fall, Grace. I could have dragged you into it too. Remember that." The implication is chilling. Did Grace know more than she let on? He steps closer. "I need money, and I need access to Luna. There are people who want to talk to her. About me. About you." Grace goes pale. "Stay away from my daughter." But Reese grins. "Then do what I say." FRIDAI. Carter, Andy ZEND, known TCCRHEKS. Waits going ON, wait GRAC. Back at Forrester, Grace is unraveling. She snaps at models, misses a call with Ridge, and completely blanks during a wellness Q&A with Hope. Carter, who's always had a complicated soft spot for Grace, approaches her in the break room. "Are you okay? You don't seem like yourself." Grace fakes a smile. "Just tired." But Carter presses. "You know, if something's wrong, I'd want to help." She nearly breaks, but instead, she turns cold. "This isn't your concern anymore, Carter." Meanwhile, Xander watches from the hallway. He's been trying to repair things with Luna, but Grace's erratic behavior puts him on edge. That night, he calls Paris. "I think something's going down with Grace, and I think it could hurt Luna." Paris agrees. "She's hiding something. Maybe something criminal. We KNDTSR. Luna Kona Frauentis Heramoteer. Is Reese my father? On Monday's cliffhanger episode, Luna confronts Grace in her apartment. You've lied to me before, Mom. You drugged me. You kept me from knowing my paternity. Now you're sneaking around, whispering on the phone, shaking like you've seen a ghost. Grace tries to deny it. It's nothing, sweetheart. Work stress. But Luna's had enough. Is Reese Buckingham my father? Grace gasps. Who told you that? Luna shakes her head. No one. But your behavior. And the way everyone's suddenly talking about him. Just tell me. Tell me the truth. Grace's eyes well with tears. Her lips part. But before she can speak, there's a knock at the door. Luna turns. And there he is. Dr. Reese Buckingham. Hello, Luna, he says with a crooked smile. I've been dying to meet you. Looking ahead. What do is Reese went to? According to early August spoilers, Reese claims he's back to make amends. He insists he wants to reconnect with Luna and prove he's a changed man. But not everyone's buying it, especially not Finn, Taylor, or Hope. Key predictions. Hope threatens legal action. When she finds out Reese is out, Hope explodes. She wants him as far from Beth and any child as possible. Finn and Ridge clash. Finn wants to protect Luna, but Ridge demands that the Buckinghams be cut out of Forrester business entirely. Carter questions Grace's past involvement. A buried email from years ago hints Grace may have helped Reese cover up his crimes. If true, she could lose everything, including her license. Zend uncovers the truth. Determined to win Luna back, Zend investigates Reese and uncovers a shocking fact. Reese has been working with someone inside Forrester. Could it be a disgruntled designer? An ex-lover? Luna spirals. If Reese is her father, Luna will face an identity crisis that could derail everything, from her career to her romance. Silningclusin. Grace's mysterious phone call has opened Pandora's box. With Reese Buckingham re-entering the canvas, everything the Buckinghams have tried to rebuild could come crumbling down. Is he really after redemption, or is this just another master manipulation? One thing is certain. The Bold and the Beautiful is about to plunge into one of its most explosive family dramas yet. Secrets will surface. Loyalties will be tested. And Luna Buckingham may finally discover the truth that's been hidden from her since birth. But when that truth is exposed, will there be anything left of her life to salvage? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BUTFEL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.